November 16th, 2018. It's after 3 p.m. We're working overtime on a robbery that occurred in broad daylight. 3 men with weapons went into this business. And as you can see, look at the priority 2 calls holding. No one is here available to answer these calls. And let's take a quick look at what other calls are holding along with these priority 2 calls. These are the calls holding, folks. This is disgraceful. It's a betrayal of the public trust with this situation. 13:52. It's 3:52 p.m. on the 16th of November 2018. This is an update on something I copied earlier from the squad car. Look at the priority 2 calls holding. And then let's take a look at all the calls that are currently holding. These are calls that require a police response. Winding down the day on the 10th of November. Time for us to get ready to go home. But as you can see, lots of priority 2 calls holding. And let's just take a look at the amount of calls that they are holding total. Just a look-see. November 10th, 2018, priority 2 calls holding by Bravo 120's own admission. Nobody here. Nobody here. And I'm going to post the detail sheet to show very few people here. This has been, well, we're doing catch-up. We're not giving you real-time police service. 12:23, 13 minutes old for that priority 1. And now they've got another one in, priority 2, another major disturbance, and a prowler call, priority 2. There's just simply nobody here to answer these calls. And everyone that is here is on a major call right now. November 10th, 2018.
I need one more unit for this accident. It's going to be North Central Expressway, northbound and North Haskell.
They're holding a major accident, priority 1, lights and siren. I'm at the hospital now working an accident. They're holding two priority 2s, and nobody's here.
Calling. 3126, can I get a case number, please?
Sergeant just said to the dispatcher at 12:15 p.m. that we didn't have any units here. He admitted that on the radio. 2:31 p.m. on the 3rd of November. Priority 1 call. Long expired. All these calls that are priority 1, 2, expired. And then you've got, oh, I don't know how many other calls they're holding. How many? Let's see. Let's go down over here and turn the page. Let's see how many calls they're holding. Oh, wow. There are no overtime elements here, and there's no one available. This is on the 3rd again. This is priority 2. Notice. Supervisors contacted 10 minutes apart of expired priority 2 call. November 3rd, 8:47 a.m. They just put myself and my partner and one other element, 3 of us, on a 5-man call. They took it out of the queue and put it in our box to make it look like we can get to this call promptly. We are staging up. We cannot respond. To respond to it before you have 5 is a violation of the general orders. But this is the shit that the city does in order to give the impression that we're getting the job done. November 2nd, 4:35. Obviously, I have worked overtime because they're holding so many calls. But as I go home, let's take a quick look at the calls that they're holding. Look at this. Look at this. $23, $24, $25 calls. It's amazing. Anyway, this is life in Big D. November 2nd, 2018. Look at those accidents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accidents. Look at the, it's 2 o'clock, 2:03. Look at that accident from 10:27. All of those accidents are expired. And now let's look at the amount of coal they're holding. Oh, look at this. Look at the priority 3s. Remember, we're supposed to be getting these about an hour or so. Look at the priority 4s. Criminal mischief from 9:50 a.m. Look at the calls holding, folks. We just don't have officers here. November 1st, 2018, priority 1 call, 1 hour old. What's astounding about this is, let me scroll this. Let me scroll this thing, because the comments are amazing. Let me scroll up a bit. No units available, but look at these comments. Citywide message out to check for available units on this call. Citywide message out, and it's still an hour old. What an indictment how the mayor has absolutely destroyed this department, and how Chief Hall refuses to acknowledge the reality of that. November 17, 2018, we just left detail. Myself and my partner are the only 2 guys available to answer all calls here until 8 a.m. There's only going to be 7 of us here, but we must go to the hospital to sit on a prisoner, so no one's available to answer these calls. And let's look at what they're holding. Remember, no one available. Look at the calls. Look at the time that they've come in. From 11 o'clock last night, from 7:51 p.m. last night, from 6:08 this morning. But in any event, nobody here to answer these calls. This is a priority 1 call. Priority 1 accident. It came in at 7:19. It's 8:04 a.m. This priority 1 call, lights and siren call, has been holding over 40 minutes on Saturday morning. We don't have anyone here. No one here to answer these calls.